All right, aloha. Here we are, day 23, last day of Feel Flow. So we'll be saying goodbye to our new friend Flo for a little bit as we get into Feel Gratitude starting tomorrow. But for today, we're going to continue to focus on Feel Flow. I'm going to do the same guided meditation, always dropping in maybe new tidbits here and there that we might not have come across before. It's all pretty much spontaneous. Um, just a heads up, one thing, I'm not trying to hypnotize you. This is Stories and Songs of the People. It's just an organization that I support, but I like to sport the shirts. Um, and also I think I'm gonna try if I can find the right music in the editing tool, I'm gonna add a little light music underneath this guided meditation. So I'd be really interested in how that works for anybody. So feel free to comment or like if you like it, and if it just throws you off, well, that's a possibility too. Please share. All right. With that, we'll see you day 23. All right. Here we go. Day 23, Feel Flow. With that, I invite you to settle into your meditation position for the day, however that suits you, preferably sitting upright if you can. And we can do this one with our eyes closed, but if you prefer, you can always do it eyes open as well. Adds a little extra element of the challenge to it. It's up to you. And we'll just go ahead and drop into the body, see what's there. And by drop into the body, I mean tune our attention into our physical sensations that we can sense, what we feel, be it our emotional body or just good old-fashioned somatic body. And I'm just starting off with just kind of a full body sensation, kind of like a zoomed out, just kind of taking it all in. And at first, it seems kind of a steady state. But if you sit with it for a little bit, you start noticing there's more to it. Whether you've chosen to kind of follow along with the full body experience or kind of noticing individual points of flow throughout the body, we just continue to kind of feel into the changing quality of that experience. Be subtle, that's all right, just stick with it. The harder you work, the stronger you're developing that concentration, right? And that sensory clarity will come. might notice you're moving from maybe flow in one place and a flow in another place. If you can capture that transition of attention, that's flow as well. Have a tendency to just start thinking thoughts. That's fine. Thoughts can come and go, they can be part of the practice, but they're not our focus. Our focus is on that changing feeling, wherever it is. So if you ever notice your attention's focus shift to those thoughts, to those daydreams, to those distractions, that's your cue to retrain it back onto the feeling. It could happen 10 times, it could happen 1,000 times. It's different every day, every time. It's all good. Stay with a sensation for an extended period of time, kind of deeply soaking into it. That's great. But it's just as good to kind of track different situations and different experiences. Developing sensory clarity in either case. You can always use a label like flow to help as like a scaffolding to support your practice. It's just there if you like. Flow. Great job. Let's go ahead and wrap it up there. So wherever you're at, you can release it and open up your eyes if they were closed. Welcome back. And that was Feel Flow. And we kind of wrapping it up today. Moving on to Feel Good or Feel Gratitude or some variation of that for the rest of the week to close it out for the 30-day challenge. I think I mentioned before, but always want to reiterate, these practices aren't going to be a home run every time you sit down. You have good days and bad days, just like everything else in life. But it's that consistency of returning back to the practice, and it will get better over time. You'll have more good days than bad days. So, with that, thanks again for showing up, and we'll see you tomorrow, day 24.